Hello, welcome back. Hydromancer search for water sites, didn't find any. And a bunch of battles then. So moving to, well, let's watch Tianqi first, because Tianqi did break siege. So here's the new layout of our guys. They're all on sparse and skirmish, spread out a bit. Tianqi has, let's see, a bunch of mages here. It's quite a few mages, as you can see. A lot of them are these little S1 guys, though. So, big communion. I didn't actually check if the commanders had anything interesting. The big commanders. Do you guys have any... Yeah, you're just eunuchs. There's gods here. Has no items or anything, though. You guys have no gems or anything. Yeah, there's nothing, like, super special here, but it is a big communion of mages. Plus a ton of the red cavalry guys, some regular cavalry, and some barbarians in the front. We're set to attack immediately. So these guys do get into a communion. One thing that is nice for us is I have all the archers and longbows on fire archers. He does have quite a few crossbows here next to the communion. I think a lot of arrows do... They hit around, like, I think that was just a mage died immediately. So the longbows really put in work against the mages, which is quite lucky. First gifts of heaven come down. Let's see, mostly going to hit us. Oh, falling frosts on our longbows too. Oof, that's from his god, I assume. Gifts from heaven. Might have taken out a square of barbs. Mostly hitting our guys though, unfortunately. But we are, you know, spaced out a bit, so... helps a little bit, I guess. Arrows are still hitting these guys though, which is quite good for us. After that, let's see. Lines are meeting now, so hopefully meteors hit everybody at least. Falling frosts there. I don't think... Falling frost is like only armor piercing, right? If anything. So I think our armored guys will be quite resistant to that. Stellar Cascades is the other spell we see a lot, so that's going to give us a bit of fatigue. But there is a magic resistance check. We've got knights and arrows coming in on the communion though, which is good. Oh, the shockwave from the god might hurt some of his dudes as well. Next meteors are due now, let's see where they come. Oh. I can hear them whistling, I just can't. There's a thunderstrike. Or maybe the whistle is just that wind spell. I can't remember the name of. Stormwind? Maybe he's done with meteors already. We might have weathered them. Arrows still falling on the communion, which is great. I just saw another mage die. Yeah, it looks like it's mostly Stellar Cascades now. My guys are getting their buffs as they walk forwards. The longbows do such good work. They just spend the whole battle hitting the communion, which is really lucky. Not sure why exactly. Do you guys have ranged weapons or something? I think they are just... They're on fire archers, so I guess they're just firing at the crossbows that are, like, right next to the communion. It just seems like they're mostly hitting the mages. Maybe some of the crossbows are on bodyguard duty? Yeah, I think we're past the gifts from heaven, though. It's just Stellar Cascades and melee now. Speed it up a bit. Most of the mages are dead now, which is good. Just gotta get through all these cavalry with the Hen Undying and Enchanted Blood, which takes a minute. We do hit very hard though. Looks like he's routing now. His god is asleep. Briefly. Looks like our guys are out of ammo. You guys routing? No. Oh, if only they were... if only they turned around and killed the god instead. Maybe they are routing now, actually. Oh, armies of Ulm are routed. Okay. Okay. That's a shame. But there we go anyway. We end up getting pushed off the cap. But, it's not a bad result for us, actually. So there was Tianqi. So first thing to note, we didn't lose any mages. We lost half of our guardians. And 33 black plate infantry. All the knights. A couple of archers. Tianqi lost about 60 of his red guards and half his horsemen. More importantly though, he lost 13 out of 14 geomancers, an alchemist, and a celestial master. So, pretty bad. When does the celestial master die actually? Which tile are you on? You're this guy? I'm curious why the gifts from heaven stopped so quickly. I'm wondering if this guy just got killed really early or something. Actually, he's currently casting Healing Light. Who are the gifts from heaven guys? Oh, it is just the little red guys. I guess one of them is a master. Well, a few of them are masters, yeah. I think we just kill a lot of mages early. Yeah, they're definitely getting taken out. Looks like maybe there was only one round of gifts from heaven as well, and then it was on to Stellar Cascades. I guess worried about hitting his own dudes once we met. But yeah, 13 Geomancers, an Alchemist, and a Celestial Master. And his free priest as well. Plus most of his army. So he lost 146 of 191 things. We lost 122 of 274 things. I think that's much, much better for us. You probably can't put together much of a communion now either, if I had to guess. And we, of course, have a bunch of reinforcements nearby. So I moved into Forest of Gun. Can't remember what this was. Let me check, actually. Which province was this? Oh, that's liberating our fort. Okay. I didn't realize there was that much still here. Well, I say that. It's only like 2 things, but I thought there was just 1 unit left sieging it. But okay, moved into Forest of Gun, so we've liberated that. Moved into New Spring. This was a bit unfortunate. So I sent the mercenaries and some longbows onto this palisades thinking it would be like 6 points of PD. Which it might be, but I guess the wet ones are just so trash that they can't... they can't take it. Whoops. That's a bit of a waste then. I think I put like 400 gold on those mercenaries. How much PD was that? Oh, okay. Is that 18 points of PD then? I guess he bumped it up when he saw that I'd bought the mercenaries. Now that's unfortunate. I'm pretty sure the scouting report last turn was implied that there was like 6 defenders. Oh well. Magnon's in Assad now. So, I mean, it's still just the god with a couple of knights. There's no mages here, right? No. The autocast howl is a bit annoying, but I mean, what can you do? So that's in Assad now. There's some reinforcements on the way as well. We saw Tianqi, and then Moravia. Yeah, this is my reinforcement stack. So not much to see, just killing PD at the moment. But it's another 139 units, including 39 more Guardians. And since this was the only province we held after we attacked Tianqi, all of our stuff retreated to Moravia. Well, some things did. A couple of priest-smiths died, but what can you do? Most of the other stuff moved to Moravia. So if I hit T on Moravia now, you can see bring everything back together. There are, let's call these 25. So this is 50, 75, 100, 125. So 125 infantry, most of which are guardians, not all, but... And then on top of that, there's also 50 longbows, 75 longbows, and 40 horse tribe. So a pretty big army already back together, compared to what he has now, which is probably like 30 red guards and a couple of mages. Yeah, scout report says 40 units. So pretty good for us, I think. Could have gone better, certainly. We could have stayed on Tianqi, but it doesn't really change anything much, does it? And events then, Norville. Winter is ending the plague events, that's good. Local sect in Bright Woods. Is this still... Okay, that's that one. I need to remember to do something about Boarwoods at some point. I need to just sit some units here for when it gets attacked, that we don't lose the province. And Forest of Gun is very cold. Okay. Worldwide event is... It's unusually cold. And someone got in the Hall of Fame somehow. Albrecht here got in Heroic Endurance. I don't know how or why. What, did you get any kills, Albrecht? Did you, nope. Any Black Lords get any kills here? Oh, so, well, maybe he did. How did you do that, Albrecht? Where are you? So there's a guy back here. One of these guys gets some kills, apparently. How? What do you kill? I'm so curious now. Let's see. They're on stay behind troops, so I mean... what could you possibly kill? Oh! So there's a red guard here. Is this Albrecht? This is Albrecht. So while Albrecht is retreating, do you kill this guy and his horse and get 2 kills for yourself? Looks like it. Well, there's 1 kill. Alright, I'm not sure how the Black Knight's got 2 kills. But it looks like Albrecht... Oh, it is 1 kill. Okay, Albrecht got 1 kill. And then they got him in the Hall of Fame. So there you go. That's the story of Albrecht. I'm glad I checked that out. Anyway, that's it for messages, and here's the map now. So, first things first, this stack goes on to Tianqi now. We need to finish this off and then spread out quickly and grab the rest of the stuff. We're also getting attacked by Mari, though, so we got to do something about that next. My hope is that the stuff that just liberated Forest of Gun, which is going to Lost Lands, mostly Bobs, a couple of infantry, plus the stuff in Moravia going to Tianqi, plus maybe whatever recruits out of Kratos. My hope is that stuff can clean up Ulm now, and the rest of our recruits for the next few turns will just defend against Mari. I am moving my god to Bushford next turn. My god has A2, which means at this moment she can cloud trapeze onto stacks. There is a ring of fire waiting for her, so she'll have 20 fire resist. And then I'm forging a ring of aim lightning this month as well, so she'll also have lightning resist. So we might be able to cloud trapeze her directly onto a Marignon stack, because I don't think these guys do much to her. They have mundane attacks, which means our protection is going to be ridiculously high, plus we have Mist Form and Ore and all that stuff. The god doesn't seem to do anything other than cast Fireball. And we'll have 20 fire resistance. The only thing that's throwing me a bit is the Auto Howl, because if we cloud trapeze in, we want to cast like 5 turns of buffs, and the wolves might mess that up. I'm not sure. Is it worth casting like Astral Shield? Would that keep us safe for casting? I don't know. We'll take a look anyway what we can do. We can, of course, just defend against these things with regular armies, but it would be nice to just drop directly onto one of them before they can move and just mess them up, right? And then just use the armies to push back. But we'll see what happens. The plan right now is just move in towards Tianqi, put this back under siege. Moving some stuff to Bushford, mostly mages and things. New Guardians are going to Norville. The Guardians in Norville really frustratingly cannot move to Bushford because there's not actually a connection here. And they're very slow. So some Guardians are going to Norland. From Norville to Sodorth, I mean. So we'll have Guardians in Ulm, Norville, and Sodorth next month. And we get, what, like 14 a turn? So there'll be like 45 Guardians in this area. Plus 2 turns of longbows, plus our god can cloud Japanese. And we can also start recruiting the infantry out of this fort now too. So we can push a bunch of defenders back this way. But again, we just have to see what the map looks like next month. I think that's it though for the time being. I do almost have nature mages, which is nice. They can sit here forging Boots of the Messenger forever once we get some more construction research done. Although I should send one out looking for nature sites, shouldn't I? Kind of important. Annoying losing these provinces. They're both like, well, I mean, this one's 250 income, so's this one. Brightwoods is pretty good too. I don't want to have these taken from us for too long. Yeah. I think that's everything. Recruitment is largely unchanged. Oh yeah, this Palisades is making units now too. We're getting 2 priest, mage, smith guys in our cap, plus the guardians. N1. I think everything's the same. I've got all the random recruitment turned off now, so... Alright, there's turn 22 anyway. So I'll leave things there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Short turn this one. First up we moved a new stack, mostly barbarians, into Lost Lands. Adjacent Tianqi's cap. And yeah, Tianqi only had like 1 point of PD here. So put that back under siege. With 267 units. 88 guardians, not too bad. We also have Marignon moving into Brightwoods and Iron Range. Brightwoods is... There's 4 witch hunters here, but they're not really... They don't have any gems or pearls or anything. There's 4 witch hunters, a couple of knights, a couple of crossbows, and they basically just do fireballs. Well, falling fires. The Virtue has pulled away. So over here it's just the small stack with the Howl armor. That's it for battles and stuff. Messages then. We got some unrest in Boarwoods. Again, I really need to remember to like patrol here or something when I can. Moravia lost some tax. Worldwide event. Unrest, magic and misfortune increased. And yet we're under siege in Iron Range, and Tianqi is severely damaged again. Doing about 75 points of damage to our palisades here. So not too bad yet. And that's it for messages. Yeah, so things aren't too bad now. We are back on Tianqi, we just need to crack this open again. It should be next turn though. It's 600 wall, it's already severely damaged. We do 403 damage a turn. We know that it's basically empty, so yeah. As soon as it cracks open this time, we'll just storm immediately. And that should hopefully be that, but we'll see. So for now, not much to do here. I'll try and stick Ammon Forest under siege too. He is building up some units in Larian. Oh, it looks like that's where his god went as well. I didn't realize that. Okay. But yeah, we'll move... We got all these barbarians. We're also building up the infantry again. We can go back to recruiting like 20 units a turn. So that's pretty nice. I'm also going to send some of these units down to help out as well. There is a small number of horsemen here, so... We built up a couple of infantry here already. We'll just move them to Farron. Did have this guy moving over in case he wanted to do some flaming arrows. He's going to pick up a couple of barbs as well, move to Wick Forest. We'll merge them all together and they can join up on Ammon. That's the plan over there. Over here, time to finally do something about Marignon, probably. First up, our god has been given the 2 resist rings now. So we got really good fire and shock resist. And it's time to just cloud trapeze onto Brightwoods, I think. So the Brightwood stack shouldn't be too bad. Just a handful of units. The Witch Hunters who shouldn't do anything to us. So God here is going to cloud trapeze onto them. I've got it stuck right at the top because these guys are positioned down the bottom. So I guess that'll take the longest to get up to the top corner. So yeah, she's currently scripted to drop in, top corner, do Earth Power, Mist Form, Quicken Self, Shroud of Bewilderment, and then Horrible Visage. And then just, you know, attack cavalry. So I imagine she'll just get a couple of kills and then everything will start to rout. But we'll see. She currently has, let's see, she's got 22 combat speed with the, what are they, Boots of Swiftness? Boots of Long Strides. So that'll be 44 with quickness. So she should zip around the, what I'm hoping is that she'll... If things start to rout, she'll zip across the battlefield and kill all the mages, but we might not get that lucky, unfortunately. As it is, though, she should clean up most of that stack. And while we're doing that, we'll put together a defensive stack here in Norville. So it's mostly Guardians currently, but I can move a bunch of longbows too. A few mages. I've been gradually moving my Prophet over as well from the throne. So Prophet can do some smiting. At the moment, I think we match the numbers of this. So we'll see how it goes. The thing that's a bit frustrating is the Howl armor, of course. So you can see I've got these 2 small squads of infantry that are just off in the back corners, hopefully. They'll tie up any wolves we happen to bump into. Longbows in the middle, Guardians in the front. But yeah, I'm not suspecting we'll have a battle just yet. I think he'll just sit on the fort. So we'll build up in Norville and then get ready to hopefully take the fight back to them now. Need to get all these high value provinces back. Otherwise, I think that's it for this turn. Recruitment is, yeah, mostly focusing on units at the moment. It's surprising how much income we lost over the last few turns. We were over 3,000. I think we might have been around 3.5 and now we're 2.5. Which is not great. What was the event that just happened? There is worldwide unrest. Oh yeah. So that's going to have really cut into our income as well. Fortunately we do have Order 2 though, so we'll get rid of some of that quite quickly. Now we need these provinces back. And hopefully nothing surprises us over here now at Tianqi. I can see that our next neighbour would be Ind. Interesting. Are their provinces also hidden? Are we going to have 2 invisible neighbours? I mean, I guess I can see Navarre when I'm right next to them, right? Anyway, that's currently it for this turn, I believe. Nothing else being... Oh yeah, there is something getting forged. We have an N1 mage here now. I'm going to make a snake ring just in case we need that for Machaca, if they start getting any ideas. So that'll give us poison resistance. Anyway, there's turn 23, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.